Hey guys, Harry Thomas here and welcome back to another top 10 list with it being Mother's Day on Sunday in the US and my review of Life of the Party in the works, which is a movie focused on a mother and daughter dynamic. I thought why not give my top 10 list of my personal favourite mothers in movies, and Inside Out Fan 2001 also uploaded his top 10 list if you wanted to check that out. And I can't wait to hear your picks for your 10 favourite movie mothers, since there are more of them than you'd think. We all love movie fathers, but the great movie mothers who carried and gave birth to our great movie heroes and heroines should also be praised. So without further ado, here are my top 10 personal picks for best movie mothers. At number 10, Littlefoot's mother from The Land Before Time. This Don Bluth classic literally puts Littlefoot and the little dinosaurs on their journey to the Great Valley in a meat grind on an extremely perilous journey. And through it all, the one thing that keeps Littlefoot going is the guidance and advice that Littlefoot's mother gave to him in his childhood. Littlefoot's mother talk about a passionate and courageous mother. She not only shares some touching moments with Littlefoot, but by giving him his tree star, which he holds on to for the rest of his life, but she also willingly puts herself in mortal peril when she takes on Sharptooth and even risks her own life in the middle of an earthquake. She doesn't care whatsoever about her own safety. She just thinks it's imperative to get Littlefoot, her son, to safety. The reason she's the lowest on the list is because I would have loved to have spent more time with her. I would have loved it if she was in the movie more. But that being said, she's still worth a mention. At number 9, Sarah Connor from the Terminator franchise, most specifically Terminator 2. Now, forget John Connor. Sarah Connor is the one who raised John Connor to become the saviour of mankind. She is the definition of the definitive action and badass mum. It's awesome to see an action mum who, rather than being saved by her child, fights alongside her child. At number 8, Queen Eleanor from Brave. While I defended Brave in my Brave review as Pixar's most underrated feature, Eleanor from Brave is also an underrated movie mother. In the beginning of Brave, it's established that she and her daughter Merida have a special bond, so it's heart-wrenching seeing them fall out over tradition and freedom. She's also the one mother on this list to appear in 2 forms in the movie. In the first half, she's a human. In the second half, she's transformed into a bear. And once she does become a bear, her and Merida get some much needed making up time, and she becomes a total badass in her climactic fight with Mordu the bear to protect her daughter at all costs. Mordu, you don't underestimate the strength of a mother. At number 7, Carla from Tarzan, the 1999 Disney Tarzan, to be precise. What makes Carla an amazing mother? Not only just because she's voiced by the amazing Glenn Close, but she displays maternal instincts from the start. After her son is sadly murdered by Sabor the leopard, once she hears Tarzan's cries when he's an infant, she's determined to not let him suffer the same fate, and she kindly takes him in as her own. She rightfully sees the similarities between humans and apes. She's the one gorilla who encourages Tarzan to stay strong and not worry even when he is outcast by the rest of his gorilla family. She even gives Tarzan the option to either stay with his ape family or go off with his own kind. Mickey Mouse, Disney, if you can hear me, we deserve more great Disney mothers like Carla. At number 6, Valka from How to Train Your Dragon 2. How to Train Your Dragon 2 is simply how to make a sequel awesome. How to Train Your Dragon 2 improves literally everything over the original, and the addition of Valka, Hiccup's long-lost mother, is no exception. Hiccup is far more like Valka, his mother, in reality than his father, Stoic. Valka was one of the few on Berk who saw the positive side to the dragons, which is what Hiccup inherited from her. And Valka's literally the mother of all dragons. She knows every dragon by heart, and she even commands the king of all dragons, the Bewilderbeast, into battle to defend her sanctuary from Drago's forces. She's by far my favourite character in the entire How to Train Your Dragon franchise. She's terrific. I can't wait to see what direction they take with her in How to Train Your Dragon 3 in 2019. At number 5, a second classic Don Bluth mother figure to make this list, Mrs. Brisby from The Secret of Nim. Mrs. Brisby is the greatest character in The Secret of Nim, no contest. She, after her husband's death, she's a single parent raising her son, but she will literally go to the most extremes for her son's welfare. She shows that single parents can. She shows that single parents can succeed. They don't always require a partner to be the best parents that they can be. And Mrs. Brisby is just she's just such a pleasant character, as well as a extraordinary mother. At number 4, Mrs. Jumbo from Dumbo. Mrs. Jumbo is similar to Carla, but she was the first magnificent Disney mother for me. Since we can relate to her, since elephants are a social species, and she's the one family that Dumbo has in a world of prejudice for his large ears. So you truly are convinced by their bond, and she justifiably gives this kid a well-deserved arse beating for bullying Dumbo. And you feel sorry for her, because even though she was justified, in return she is chained up by the circus and labelled as a mad elephant. But thankfully she is released at the end of the movie and reunited with Dumbo. But Mrs. Jumbo, she is truly a special mum. At number 3, Molly Weasley from the Harry Potter franchise. Molly Weasley isn't just a mother to 7 of her own kids, her 6 sons and 1 daughter. She is a mother to literally everybody, the entire wizarding world throughout this movie series. But she even takes in Harry half of the time whenever Harry fancies a break from the Dursleys. Don't blame him. But in Deathly Hallows Part 2, in the aftermath of the Battle of Hogwarts, after she loses Fred, one of her kids, when the battle recommences and Ginny is in danger from Bellatrix, she totally owns Bellatrix when she's like, "Not my daughter, you bitch." Of all the great mother characters that J.K. Rowling wrote, Molly Weasley stands out as the greatest. At number 2, Sarabi from The Lion King, a most underrated character in The Lion King period. Everybody praises Mufasa, but nobody seems to praise Sarabi. How come? I actually like Sarabi better than Mufasa. At least at least she was smart enough to never trust Scar, and sure, she may have the least screen time of all the Lion King characters, but the screen time she has is all she requires to shine. There are still some moments where she and Simba appear to be extremely close, like when she washes him, and she's super sympathetic. I mean, she had to deal with the grief of losing both her husband and her son at the exact same time, and her greatest moments is when she at last stands up to Scar when she's like, "If you were half the king Mufasa was," and it's Scar then abusively slapping her, which is what leads Simba to finally reveal himself out of the shadows and confront Scar. He's like, "You hit my mother, you're a dead motherfucker." So that goes to show that Simba had an extremely close bond with his mother as well as his father. And the #1 greatest movie mother for me is Queen Hippolyta from Wonder Woman. Just think of great MCU mothers. You can't name any because there are no great mother figures in the MCU. As 19 movies in the MCU has 0 memorable mother figures, whereas the DCEU is just 5 movies in, and it has the greatest movie mother period. She isn't just the most freaking badass mother you'll ever see. Like, she wipes the floor with the German soldiers at the battle on Themyscira. She doesn't just tell Diana the most awesomest bedtime story ever, similar to my awesome mother telling me bedtime stories back in the day, but just like Diana, she has emotional character growth. She goes from being a strict and overly protective mother who shields Diana from the world of men and Ares to actually accepting that her daughter is coming of age and accepting her daughter's wishes to be trained by her aunt Anatope and go out to defeat Ares and end World War One. I am proud to call Hippolyta from Wonder Woman the greatest movie mother in movie history, period. Also, happy belated Mother's Day to those of you in the US. Well, I love you guys. Thank you all for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this top 10 list. And what are your top 10 favourite movie mothers? Please comment and let me know. Please like this video and subscribe. Please follow me on Twitter and on Google Plus and on Instagram. And I'll see you all next time. And remember, movies are us. Bye, guys.